The ruling All Progressive Congress, APC, has now moved the meeting of the party's National Executive Committee, NEC, scheduled for Thursday, July the 24th, to the presidential villa, Abuja. Reports say the party will at the meeting select a new national chairman following Abdullahi Ganduje's resignation on health ground in June. APC had noted that the NEC meeting could accept the nomination of a new chairman and then wait for the convention where the final position of the party will be made as far as the issue of a substantive national chairman is concerned. The NEC is expected to review the party's preparations for the August 16th by-elections in 16 constituencies spread across 12 states of the federation.
The group formally to condole him on the passing of the former President Muhammadu Buhari, and also to discuss on the upcoming National Executive Committee meeting of our party tomorrow, and to get also share some ideas with Mr. President on how best to strengthen our party.
Who the next candidate will be, chairman of the ruling All Progressive Congress. Let's get some perspective ahead of that announcement. We have Rasaq, Olokoba and Femi Lawson, both are political analysts. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us to share your perspective. I'll start with you, Mr. Lawson. With the resignation of Ganduje, the people of the North Central are insisting that the position must be zoned to them till they use out their time. Is this still realistic, as Wakonso, who is tipped to join the party for a bigger role, does not possibly look interested?
Thank you. The position of stakeholders of the APC, particularly from the North Central region of the country, North Central region of the country, remains valid as long as the zoning arrangement that produced the national chairman before Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, that is the Abdullahi Ganduje, former governor of National State, subsists. Remember, Dr. Adamu was not just elected as the national chairman of APC. He was a product of zoning which seeded other positions within the National Working Committee in other zones of the country. Even though his resignation paved way for an early ascension to that position by Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, I think it is only proper and much in line with that agreement, that convention, that zoning agreement that produced Dr. Abdullahi Adamu as national chairman of APC, coming from the North Central for the APC to uphold, pending a new national convention where zoning into these offices may now be reorganized. So, for the stakeholders within the party from the North Central who have been agitating that that position be returned to the North Central zone where Dr. Abdullahi Adamu came from before the emergence of Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje as national chairman after his resignation, of course, remains valid.
Okay, Mr. Olokoba, I want to just speak quickly. I want you to speak quickly on the movement of the location of the meeting of the NEC. Some say the taking it to the presidential villa is not illegal. Others are saying they are the ruling party and it's been done in previous administration. What is your thought about how relevant that rescheduling to the presidential villa is?
It's not proper to major and minor at this political juncture. There are more serious issues that bedevils the APC as a party and the opposition for them to worry so much about where meetings are held. ADC, PDP, and APC at their time where they have to examine their strategy properly. As the incumbent party, I will not join others who says that they should sleep with their two eyes closed. So the venue is not as essential as the outcome of the meeting. What is essential is the outcome of the meeting they are going to hold, which is to look at the assessment and the capacity they have at the moment. Because from all perspective, ADC is waxing stronger. And PDP may look weaker for any reasonable politician who has acquired enough wisdom will know that this is not the time for APC to work. So for me, the venue is not as important as the content of what will come out of the meeting. The outcome of the meeting is what is so central.
All right, well, I mean, others are watching. APC is just a party. All parties cannot choose to go to the presidential villa to have their meetings, even though they are the ruling party. There are some things that optics matter as well. Mr. Lawson, I'd like your thoughts on that briefly before I ask another question.
Well, for me, I want to align my thought with that of Comrade Olokoba, because there's actually no law, according to the best of my knowledge, that forbids APC from holding its neck at the villa tomorrow, more so that it is not even the first time that such meeting will be held at the presidential villa. And I think I need to say this, that holding the next meeting of the party at the presidential villa, to me, seems more like every other political party's activities that we held at the presidential villa, not just by APC, even by previous political party government. We have seen, president hosting members of his party, hosting APC governors forum, PDP governors forum, hosting, presentation of flag for candidate of the party at the presidential villa. So, it is very clear.
Okay. Mr. Lawson, I honestly would press the point. If you were a legal person, I would have maybe asked you to make instances, but you've clearly stated that you're not quite sure about that. So let's go back to Mr. Olokoba and continue our conversation about the zoning issue. How would the zoning of the chairmanship position to the North Central impact the party's internal dynamics and power structure?
You will agree with me that Nigeria is predominantly a country of a numerous identity. And how your identity reflects in the politics of a nation will determine how you gravitate towards such a political party. It is the most reasonable thing for any political party to bear in mind the moment the key actors in government comes from a particular section, particularly the president. The next most important thing in the political arena is who heads the party. So for APC, the party is strategic enough and has acquired enough wisdom to understand the implication of not picking their candidate for chairmanship of the party from the north. There's no region that does not have its own peculiarity. In the Niger Delta, we know this is the economic hub of the nation. There are states and regions in Nigeria that you are looking for a peaceful region, you better reside there. But when it comes to numerical strength, no political party will joke with what is coming from the north. But what APC needs to do is to be more careful about who they choose as the party chairman, so that we won't be having another resignation in another 1 year or 1.5 years when the election is about to hold. At the beginning of a formation or at the beginning of the alignment, just like I said in your intro, that the alignment is taking place, you will laugh at what ADC is trying to do. But if I am APC, given what is happening today, ADC is a party to pay attention to. And after the party tonight, held by PDP, they should give more concern to APC. In content and character, what led to the fall of PDP in 2015? The condition is not present at the moment. Then there were concerns that Jonathan should not run again because he's running on the mandate of the North, and the entire North that time felt that they don't want Jonathan back. So that contributed majorly to the fall of PDP that time. More so, PDP, APC, and as is accommodating Buhari, which is constant 12 million votes, and Tinubu, that strengthens APC that time. It's not present now. But that's not a fact that they should go home and go and sleep, because there are disenchantment here and there. People leave APC to join PDP. More people are also leaving PDP to join APC.
All right.
And that is the more reason why they must be very careful at their strategy and what they are going to adopt in ensuring that they defeat the opposition in the coming election. They should be very careful.
Mr. Lawson, I'm going to try and make this question as coherent as possible. The North Central is insisting, and then we know that in the party dynamics, there's always political consideration and all of that. Are there any other regions in the running for this chairmanship position? And if yes, how would that impact the North Central's insistence that they hold on to the chairmanship? Also, is it in the Constitution, to your knowledge, of the APC that this remains status quo?
Thank you. For me, even though it is still speculative that the NEC may agree on the new national chairman of the party tomorrow, I want to believe that the idea of the chairmanship returning to the North Central geopolitical zone should not even be a matter of debate, because in the existing, zoning structure within the party, that is the zoning structure that has elected national chairman, deputy North, deputy South, and other key positions within the party. That zoning arrangement, which is a product of the resolution of the same party, NEC and convention, gives the incumbent position to the North Central political zone of the party. So I don't think it should even be a debate at all. And I have not seen, as it is today, any other geopolitical zone within the party, particularly from the North, contesting this with the North Central, even though now we now have an acting national chairman coming from another geopolitical zone still within the North. That said, I think the party will be unanimous in agreeing to the fact that the current zoning structure, zoning arrangement, rather, gives the national chairmanship of the party to the North Central, and they should abide by it.
All right. Mr. Olokoba, I want to ask you about the dynamics of the name that keeps popping up, Kwakwanso. I mean, we know the history and how he has moved parties and the disagreements that were before. Is that a realistic possibility at this time, or are there other names that are coming up as likely candidates for this role?
Strategy. Kwazo may be a positive for APC. Because APC is about block in terms of formation. Buhari came as a block, and Tinubu came as a block, and the PDP, another minor people that came in, which becomes the majority, because small particles becomes majority when it's added together. So with the death of Buhari, the constant 12 million that Buhari is always bringing on board may also be affected, because that's a major dislocation to APC. The members may still stay committed, but it is not going to be as a roller. It's not going to be as when Buhari is alive. So they may be looking at a replacement in terms of Kwankwaso. Kwankwaso is also a block that you have to reckon with. So if Kwankwaso is given, and other, the VP comes from East, the president comes from South, and there are a chunk of governors that just came in from the South. So if you merge all this together, it is good to go for APC. So
all right, Mr. Olokoba,
it's not coming on board. Might be a good thing for the party, and I don't think it's a mistake if he eventually becomes a party chairman.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Olokoba, and Mr. Femi Lawson, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate your contributions to the news.